whenever I watch Ra.One now, I think it got pulled off because there was an innocence to the film. That conviction could only be pulled off when you guys were really in love with the material.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. And in the interview also, when I watch it now, you seem really enthusiastic and excited like a kid.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was making the biggest film in the country.
Yeah.
And with a star that I was a fan of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which also actually went against me in the film.
Yeah.
Because I was
Too enamored.
a fan
Yeah.
of Shah Rukh. I still am.
Yeah.
And maybe a lot of things sounded right because he was saying it.
Okay. Okay. Can you give, like, you spoke to Lal and Top and you were saying कि मैं बहुत किफ़ायत में बताऊंगा. But here you can like tell at length कि what were those choices that you think didn't go the way you wanted.
Like the comedy of the film
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the way it's kind of demeaning the South Indians.
is something that I have gone and believed in Shah Rukh, because Shah Rukh has achieved big stardom and success by doing all that.
Yeah.
And I had never done it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I had reasons to trust him more on that one. And but at the same time, his ambition was very infectious. So I got really inspired by his ambition with the film. So some of the comedy doesn't work. That doesn't mean that whatever subscription I had of his ideas were only harmful.
Yeah.
His ambition was to make the film that it became, in terms of its ambition,
Yeah.
also comes from Shah Rukh.
Yeah.
So I was enamored by him.
Yeah.
I still am.
Yeah.
Every time I meet Shah Rukh, now I have a different relationship with him. I do have, and I express strongly my conflicting views. But when he says something, to begin with, he sounds convincing. I mean, that's his charm.
Yeah. 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 So when you say comedy, you mean the South Indian jokes that were there?
No, it's not.
Because-
So when it came to discussing comedy,
Yeah.
and I had a minor disagreement, I would subscribe to him.
Oh, okay.
Similarly, when he said कि मतलब एक दिन जैसे एक जोक हुआ, मैंने कहा मैं चाहता हूँ कि 90% ऑफ स्क्रीन में रावण रिलीज हो. तो वो हंसने लगा. मैंने कहा क्या हुआ? तो बोला अबे 100 में रिलीज होगी रावण. We were far from the release at the time, but it actually so happened that it released in almost like 98% of the screens.
Yeah.
So that's who he is.
Yeah.
He dreams big, he works towards it, he makes it work.
Yeah.
And within that, maybe I should have also used sometimes my own conviction about certain things.
Yeah.
But then this happens in a give and take relationship, where sometimes you'll take something which is not
Yeah.
great, but at the same time you take some things that are great.
Yeah. When you look back, do you think the first half of the film doesn't hold that well in contrast? Because that's what I've heard a lot. And when I go back to the reviews, a lot of the reviews were, of course, largely negative, but they were very criticizing the film for
That's
its
the
first.
part of the noise. Do you remember if Naseeb ka first half better tha ya second? Ya Sholay ka first half tha ya second better tha ya second? No.
Yeah.
At a point, we never looked at films like that. You should never look at films like those.
Okay.
You should watch a film, and when you leave the film,
Yeah.
how are you feeling?
Yeah.
Today, there's a difference between an opinion on a film and the critique of a film.
Yeah.
Critique is a very specialized job.
Yeah.
Opinion is an opinion.
Yeah.
There's a very famous saying which uses some foul language, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
But today you can publish your opinion
Okay.
on some platform or the other, and then it becomes a critique. But it's not. A critique is the job of a very well-read person who is well-read on cinema, well-read in life, and then first half, second half हिंदुस्तान में होता है. सारी दुनिया में first half, second half नहीं होता. So films are not judged by their halves.
Yeah.
Films are either good or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that?
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it like that. I have forgotten.
Yeah. But okay, because you have
So
also
maybe
not
on
watched
that
it.
scale, if some people think that the first half is not good, the second half is very good. These days I hear this a lot about every film.
Yeah. It's been there for like quite some time. But what I was asking is, the fact that the film, that's what a lot of people. So another thing that Ra.One captured was another intersection in like the larger cinematic trend that was going to happen subsequently, and especially in Shah Rukh's career, is that Shah Rukh choosing to do a high concept, very full VFX driven spectacle with a filmmaker that he has not worked before, and that not working well, and that's something that happened. Baad mein also, he decided to do a film called Fan, which was again, it's a very nice film and something which is very brave, but that didn't work. Then something that happened with Zero, with Anand, and all these filmmakers have at some point said that when you're working with Shah Rukh, which you have also talked about, you get enamored first, and then second is that the scale just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So did you feel that happened with Ra.One also, especially in terms of casting, because the film opens with the cameo of Sanjay Dutt and Priyanka Chopra, and that's the first scene that we really see. How, if you can explain that to us?
Explain which part of it?
Explain as in the fact that it gets bigger and bigger, and the casting choices that you made.
You know, Shah Rukh is a charmer. No, that's a cliche now, but he has relationships.
Yeah.
So it takes him a phone call or a text message to have Sanjay Dutt come and do a cameo, and anybody for that matter.
Yeah.
Look at that song in Om Shanti Om. Yeah. So, yes, and that's one of his bigger strengths, that he dreams that big.
Yeah. Yeah.
He walks into a house which is, you haven't seen with the Mannat, that house that it is now. That used to be a small little ruin.
Yeah.
And he walks into that house and he decides to make his home there.
Yeah.
And he makes it.
Yeah.
And you know, that's who he is.
Yeah.
He's,
And now it's like a monument.
yeah, just by virtue of him being there, it's a bigger monument than what it was.
Yeah.
But that's how Shah Rukh dreams, and you subscribe to it,
Yeah.
because he makes it sound doable.